What if you're able to walk around and play
Wolfenstein
or Doom motion control?
That's what I'm saying. If Elder Scrolls has the motion of Splatoon 2, it would be off the chain. It'd be. Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm Braz.
Nintendoc.
And it is Wednesday, September 13th, and these are our Nintendo Direct impressions from today. First off, our quick takes are going to be headlined with Kirby, obviously, and we get to see some trailers and also some games that come out for 3DS either later this year.
Yeah, a lot of 3DS stuff, and that's today.
Yep.
Yeah.
We also have, again, in our trailer look, handful of trailers for 2DS and 3DS titles, along with a few Switch titles. And
Bethesda, huge, announced like 3 or 4 games, and we finally got a release date on something we've been waiting for. Yeah, big splash on this Nintendo Direct. And then, aren't you glad we still have a WTF segment? I hate you. Just get to right to
it. It's WTF. You can check out our impressions of Nintendo Direct on YouTube. Just search for One Life to Play. Whenever there's a Nintendo Direct, we're going to have some thoughts on it. Check that out. Make sure you follow, subscribe, and hit us up on Twitch, too. Join the chat. Get us live. All right. Let's get right into the quick takes. All right, for me, it starts with Kirby.
Okay.
Kirby, we have a Battle Royale game coming out.
Yes.
You asked if I'm a Kirby fan. I love Kirby.
I do too, in a way, but like I feel like Kirby is not something that I've ever... There's never been a difficulty curve in a Kirby difficulty curve.
Because it's supposed to be fun, joyful. That's what Kirby is.
No, and they are. They're fun, and in a way they're kind of simple, but you know they have their difficulty in a sense. But they're never like the Yoshi games, or like this game that looks super cute, and then it's like super hard. Yeah. Kirby's never been like that for me, and I've never felt that spending the money in a Kirby game was worth it.
I can see that. I mean, most recently I enjoyed Epic Yarn. I haven't played anything else beyond that recently, but to see Kirby, especially see so many Kirby in this Battle Royale, you know, it's 4-player co-op. You guys probably checking out the trailer right now. But yeah, it's the last Kirby standing, you know, and I'm excited more about some of the features, some of the modes in it. They call it the Kirby Treasure or Hoard Treasure mode. That's what it is, Hoard Treasure mode. You just basically you're looting, and the fastest looter wins, the last Kirby standing. So
there was like a 4-on-4 fight mode. I think it seemed like very Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and it seems like there's still going to be some story local player missions in there too, or story mode to travel through. So you get a Kirby game. I think it's pretty nice. But we get a second.
We get one Kirby game. Yeah, we get 2 of them technically.
So that it turns out Battle Royale is releasing January 19th, but in spring of 2018 we'll be seeing Kirby Star Allies.
Yes.
So this is more. I don't know if I want to call it like
your traditional Kirby platformer.
Yeah.
But they're obviously reimagining things with allowing with all these new features. Like Nintendo's like notorious for this, right?
Right.
Every time they release a game that you think they're just like, oh, by the way, there's like 7 different things you never expected you could do in this game.
So I don't know if it reminds me of a little bit of I saw kind of a Dr. Mario mode in there, or something was going on with the 4 players of Star
There was that,
Allies.
But you could almost like something about like charming other enemy units, and like you could have them as like your little Pokemon in a way.
Yeah.
So like you could have them fight for you and stuff, which I thought was kind of cool.
So and this is co-op, and it looks competitive as well. So I think there's a lot of replay value inside the Kirby titles that are coming out, and I like that they're coming for Switch and not 3DS.
That's why I've actually not really played a Kirby game, is because I've honestly felt like there is no replay value in most of them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think you're gonna get it. You go through your little story, you fight King DDD, and then you end the game, and then what else is there? You know?
Kirby Star Allies.
Yes.
So this is more. I don't know if I want to call it like
your traditional Kirby platformer.
Yeah.
But they're obviously reimagining things with allowing with all these new features. Like Nintendo's like notorious for this, right?
Right.
Every time they release a game that you think they're just like, oh, by the way, there's like 7 different things you never expected you could do in this game.
This is co-op, and it looks competitive as well. So I think there's a lot of replay value inside the Kirby titles that are coming out, and I like that they're coming for Switch and not 3DS.
That's why I've actually not really played a Kirby game, is because I've honestly felt like there is no replay value in most of them.
Yeah. I think you're gonna get it.
You go through your little story, you fight King DDD, and then you end the game, and then what else is there? You know?
I think you're gonna get it now, but
we'll see.
If we're talking about getting more replay value out of the game, game that you played when the Switch first came out.
Snipper Clips.
Snipper Clips.
Dude, they announced like an expansion to this game. I never would have thought that was going to be a thing.
Plus, is it?
It's Snipper Clips. I don't know what the heck is it, like cut more shapes or something like that, or whatever it was.
Cut more.
Who knows? Whatever. It doesn't really matter. All I know is that if you don't own it, you'll be able to buy like the actual full game.
Yes.
If you do own the original Snipper Clips, you'll be able to buy the expansion.
It's
cut it out together.
Yes, but
it's like Dave Coulier, right?
Yeah,
like,
cut it out.
What is it? Cut it out. No, it's cut it out. That's what it is.
Now our YouTube thumbnail is going to be us putting.
When's the last time we all watched Full House? Seriously. But yeah, Cut It Out Together is going to be an expansion to Snipper Clips. It looks like they're going to reimagine some of the original levels to make it like a little difficult. Right. Where like instead of you both starting off as like these little squares, you know, with like a rounded bottom, you'll be like a star, and one of them you'll look like a pineapple or something. It looks crazy. All I know is that if you enjoyed Snipper Clips, I very much did. I'm looking forward to more of this.
I did not pick it up, but you can get the Plus edition. It'll come with the base copy along with the expansion of Snipper Clips too. So that'll be available, I believe, November. They said
something like that. Yeah, it'll be out this this holiday season.
We can play that sometime,
right?
If we jump right into it.
So that's pretty cool.
I was always been excited. Not always been excited, but since the Switch had released, I've been excited for a Pokemon game.
Okay.
On Switch.
You're kind of getting one.
We're kind of getting one. It looks like Pokken Tournament.
Yes.
Is ready to go maybe
next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
We got a demo though now.
There is a demo actually. So in other words, if you are watching this whenever, technically it's available at this right moment.
Right now.
So you can go on to your Switch and you can go download a demo of Pokken Tournament X. Or DX, rather. DX, I believe, much like Mario Kart, is going to come with all the DLC.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to play Pokemon, but in a Tekken-style format. I'm going to warn you, this game is not like a pick up and just like be decent at. It does not feel like your traditional fighting game. I'm going to warn you. It's fun, though.
I like the little mashup. I like the mashup look, so it's something I'm excited for to play it. So next week, you say? I'm going to try out the demo this week. We'll probably get some thoughts and some impressions on that over the weekend, too, so check a look at that.
Yeah, and I do like how like
I said check a look.
Check a look.
Check a look.
No one would have caught it, but now you said it twice. I do like how Nintendo is taking these Wii U games that maybe like sold decent but didn't sell extremely well and being like, you know what, we're not ready to reimagine this game or make a sequel to it. Like, here it is, all the DLC on your Switch. Take it wherever you want, play it on your TV, play with friends wirelessly, local co-op, or online. This is brilliant. I mean, we live in an era of remakes, but this is fantastic. I am thrilled that they're doing this. Keep it coming. Give me Smash Brothers.
Well, I mean, if that's going to be all of them on there too, we talk about what else is coming to 3DS. Nerd Girl will be happy about this one.
Huge fan.
Minecraft.
Oh my gosh, she's the biggest.
So that's available now, right now.
In fact,
why not go get some Minecraft?
So the way Minecraft 3DS works is that it's available currently at this moment. If you are waiting for a physical copy of this game, though, to go out and buy,
if you're just on your pins and needles,
that or you're a child that doesn't have a debit card, that's another thing. You can actually go and download the store from the Nintendo eShop as of today.
Okay,
which is really cool. Full version game. It's not a demo. It's the literal game. It's out, ready to go.
How much is it now?
I don't know, but my guess is probably going to be $30.
$30.
Yeah, I didn't quite look at it yet. I don't have my 3DS on.
So hard to understand that this game is $30, the same price that it is on any other console.
It'll have Mario themed stuff in it, and that's fine. And it looks like it's got some like texture packs and stuff, which are pretty cool. So it's not just your standard Minecraft. It looks like they did some nice things to it, like much like the Xbox One Favorites Edition came out and had like the extra packs and stuff. I think they're doing a few things like that on the 3DS.
Okay.
So yeah, very, very cool on that. Minecraft available right now.
All right, there you go. You guys want to check out some trailers?
Yes, I think we should check out some trailers because there were quite a few of them.
Let's check them out. These are kind of back to back here. They announced them all at once. But we got Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney.
Yep.
Coming to 3DS and Switch.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know about Apollo Justice coming to Switch. I know Fire Emblem is coming to Switch and 3DS. Though.
So Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah. My guess is Apollo will be on 3DS. Yeah.
Super weird that they were announcing the same breath. I mean, kind of completely different genres.
Totally different games. Yeah. I'm pretty sure made by different developers too.
Yeah.
In fact, Apollo Justice, I want to say, is made by Capcom.
Yes.
And then Fire Emblem is made by like Nintendo and whatever sub company they used to make those games.
Who makes Fire Emblem? But Fire Emblem Warriors is getting a new character.
Lynn
from
the original Game Boy Advance version of Fire Emblem.
Okay.
Which I never played, and I've tried to get into Fire Emblem like 4 times.
I have not, and
I can't. I know people out there are rabid fans, dude. I can't.
I've tried this Fire Emblem Warriors on my Android, and I just can't bring myself back to it though. No. Like it's really hard. I feel like it's a chore trying to understand what's going on in it. But
in a way, though, too, that game is immediately going to disconnect from you because it's a pay to play model, right? So
yeah, and that's where
if the game had everything you needed, I mean, you might find reasons to like it or hate it. But because it's a pay to play model, like eventually you're going to get to a battle that is going to be way too tough that you might need to spend real money for to potentially.
It's not even that. It was for me. It was the waiting in the game. Like you want to pay just so you don't have to wait and you can actually play right now. That's like I want to play now. Another one that sparked your attention.
Project Octopath Traveler.
I said Octopus Traveler.
It is Octopus Traveler. So Octopath meaning 8, right? Octo.
Yes.
There are 8 characters in this game. During the trailer, they actually only show off 2 of the characters and explain what their abilities are.
Yeah, we're putting that up now for you guys. So.
But Square Enix is calling this game 2D HD, right? So it's a very pixelated 2D style game, but visually some of the effects in the game and some of the creatures and the way things move and like you can move in and out of the screen in a sense are very... I guess,
front to back.
Yeah, they're very modern in a sense. But then some like I said, some of the effects are very like HD looking, right? So this game is actually available to download on your Switch, I believe, as of today.
Yes. How much? What was the cost of that one?
Well, we don't know because it's a demo.
Oh, it's just a demo.
What's interesting is that this game isn't coming out till next year, and what's happening is that they're releasing this demo to get feedback, and they're actually hoping that we're like as fans or people who are going to be trying this game out are going to be submitting feedback based on this game. What do we think? So imagine a concept, right? You pick a guy who's maybe like a hard ass, right? You want to go in and you just want to fight everything. Now, granted, this is a type of RPG where you have your turn-based battles, and there are various features that make it somewhat unique. But it's very 2D. Like here's your guy, here's the enemy.
Yeah.
You attack. They attack. That's
like original Final Fantasy type.
Right. But what's neat about the game is that depending on the character you choose in the game, like for example, the one they showcase in the trailer is a guy that wants to challenge anybody he meets. Yeah, literally, he's like, you know what, you're in my way. You won't let me in this castle. I challenge you to a battle, and he'll be like, you know what, let's go. And then you can fight this guy, and if you can beat him, then you can potentially get your way, right?
Yeah.
Whereas another character, depending on the way you play the game, you might allure people, and the way they show that off is that, like, say there's a lost character in the woods and he needs to get back to his family, you can allure him to follow you, maybe to, like, back to the town. Or you can, like, in this case, like, coax a person into following you into a trap, right? Like, use your beauty as this womanly character to...
I can use my beauty, right?
Or just yours. I mean, that's also fine, too. But anyway, so there are 6 more characters in this game as well, too, but I'm not sure how many we have access to via the demo. But it seems kind of neat, and it's a Square Enix game that is being developed strictly for the Switch. Okay. So that was really cool, and if you like Square Enix, then that's usually a good reason to start jumping in.
Well, we'll probably have to check that out, check the demo out, get some impressions. I got a lot to do with my Switch.
I might have some impressions for you tomorrow.
I have a lot to do with my Switch tonight. So. Rounding out our trailer look, we've got... Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Really long look at Mario Odyssey.
Yes.
We were joined on the stage too.
Well, one thing I noticed too is that like Nintendo always likes to show that one thing, and a lot of companies do this, right? They show that one last thing at the end of their like whether it's their press conference or their trailer, like Nintendo Direct in this case, and I think everybody, like, I remember seeing a picture. I know this isn't probably a huge thing for you, but Animal Crossing has been a thing that people want really bad, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants new Animal Crossing. And I saw a picture of a guy in line, and it showed, like a pentagram circle with all these, like, amiibo Animal Crossing cards in it, him wearing, like, a hood. And it was just like, please, Nintendo, please. Like, basically, like, performing like some weird, like, crazy dark ritual or something,
Praying to the Animal Crossing gods.
Yeah, sadly, we got no Animal Crossing. But we did get a Mario Odyssey look, a little longer look at the game. And, goodness, this game just looks enormous. At one point, they show, like, a list.
Of all the kingdoms?
Not necessarily the kingdoms, but, like, how many stars are in either an area or in total.
In each kingdom,
and it was just, like, a list going down like this. And it was just... It seemed like there were going to be a lot that were really hard to find, maybe some that were easier, but then true Nintendo style, to make it easy for kids if they really want to, like there are characters in the game that you can pay some coins to get a hint, to maybe go and find this thing, and whatever, things like that.
You know what this look really reminded me of?
Hopefully don't say Mario Sunshine.
I swear it's Mario Sunshine. This is Mario Sunshine.
Well, Mario Sunshine was the closest thing to Mario 64 that we've had in a sense, because Galaxy, even though that game feels like Mario 64, it really wasn't.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you could say a lot of this Odyssey is reminiscent of Galaxy, but I think it's so much Mario Sunshine. It's ridiculous. And when I saw that
most
list,
people will say Mario 64 because that is the game you compare that is the game that is up here. Every game needs to reach that plateau of Mario 64.
This is Sunshine. Sunshine is way above Galaxy.
It isn't.
So if you only want to reach Galaxy, then you're only doing it halfway. Stop it. Sunshine is so much better. So I'm really, after seeing this Mario Odyssey, I'm really just much more excited.
That was the game that got me to get a Switch before they showed the Zelda trailer.
I still have my pre-order down. After seeing this today, I think I'm about to go pay off Odyssey.
Oh, why would you not?
And just be done with it. Like, I'm just ready to pick that guy up. October 27th is when we get to roam the world of Odyssey with Cappy. With Cappy. Nerd Girl, you heard that? That's Cappy. Cappy's here. We're excited about Cappy.
Well, you want to cap this off?
Let's do it. We got our standouts. we had our standouts. Let's get into the most important things that stood out to us from this Nintendo Direct. Okay, so it headlines itself with Bethesda, like huge splash. It's
all Bethesda
on the Switch. Like in the Bethesda studio, they flipped the Switch on the Switch.
They went like
we're ready to go.
It was great.
First off, we got Elder Scrolls.
Yes, we finally have a release date.
When is this?
It is November 17th.
I'm
excited.
Comes
like, you will be able to have the Master Sword, have Link's blue tunic in the game. Like, you'll be able to summon treasure chests with Amiibo. You can use motion controls for the bow and arrow.
Yep.
But you're playing a true Skyrim port.
The way they say it, anytime, anywhere, you're playing some Elder Scrolls.
First time it's been portable.
Yes. And
how fantastic.
And this may be the first time I really dive into Elder Scrolls now, because I've always thought, I don't want to play Elder Scrolls because I don't want to sit in front of a console playing a game like that.
I agree.
And then playing it on PC, I have other things that I play on PC.
Right.
So having it mobile,
it's
something I'm just gonna
pick up and play game.
I'm gonna pick it up. And I'm gonna have it in my back pocket if I feel like some Elder Scrolls. And this will actually be my first digital download for Switch. I feel like this would be the game that I want to always have access to.
Okay.
I don't want to have to worry about a card or a cartridge. I just wanted to be there if I feel like playing something.
I doubt we're going to get mod support for it, which is totally fine for me. Personally, I don't care. I think it's cool that if they did do it, that'd be great, whatever. Remember when Bethesda announced their it was almost like some community creation hub thing that they announced? I forget what the name of it is now.
Right? I can't remember the
name.
I
don't know. I don't know if they're going to be doing that for the Switch at all. They didn't really talk about anything like that.
I really doubt it though.
My guess is they won't. This is going to be not necessarily bare bones, but it'll be your traditional like a straight port of Skyrim.
And why mess with that? That's
tried. The game's good enough, honestly. And to be honest, I would play it again twice. Like if the sales of Skyrim HD on the PS4 and Xbox One were as good as they appeared, right? Who's to say that a Switch version, a mobile version of Skyrim won't sell just as well?
Do you think Skyrim ever makes it to 3DS?
No, because there'd be no point in destroying the graphics that way.
Just wanted
to
be sure. Just wanted to put that out there.
But some nice Nintendo flair in your Skyrim with some Zelda, items and things like that. The motion controls have some potential. We'll wait and see what happens when that launches. But I'm super excited about it. We finally got a date.
They'll work.
Oh, that game! The controls are amazing in that game. Still.
What else does Bethesda have for us?
Doom.
They have Doom for us.
Right.
They're bringing the Doom.
So they're bringing Doom to us, and it looks like it's going to be out this holiday. No official release date yet, but they did say holiday, and that's really cool because think about it. We're in September.
They say winter.
I think they said holiday 2017.
It could be January. I'm pretty sure we're going to see it.
I wonder
you guys will see it before.
I'll have to look at we'll have to look at it again. But I'm pretty sure. I think it'll be this year. It's possible. We don't know for sure.
It might be like a January 7th.
There is no date, and we only have 3 months. Wait a minute, see, it's the 9th? Yeah, we have 3 months to go before the end of the year, so we'll see if Doom.
Winter doesn't end until March.
Winter never ends in the land of
Westeros.
Yeah, for Westeros, exactly. Yeah, it's just beginning. Will last a long time.
But Doom it's looking great. It looks. I mean, obviously the Switch is an HD
It's one
system.
of the game of the years from 2016.
Yeah, why not?
What
else? Oh my gosh! Like I can't believe I'm saying it again. I've already asked what else does Bethesda have, but
one more thing.
What else does Bethesda have?
While I'm super excited about this, it's extremely disappointing at the same time. Okay, so I have a real love-hate relationship with this. Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus is coming out for the Switch. but it doesn't come out until next year.
No day-to-day release. We'll look at we'll be seeing New Colossus on PC and console.
PC console, I think like October 25th or somewhere right around in that area.
Probably like the 27th. Everything wants to come out the 27th.
No, it's definitely not the 27th. Well, actually, maybe it is. I don't know. But Evil Within is like right around there too, and that's another Bethesda game I'm looking forward to. But sadly, yeah, this game isn't coming out until next year. So, if there's people out there that haven't played it yet and they are looking for a mobile shooter with a great story, and I'll tell you, Wolfenstein, the New Order was incredible. Yes. Loved every second of that game. I still to this day recommend the game extremely highly. I think Wolfenstein 2 is one of my most looking for. Like, I'm looking forward to this game more than most games this year.
Like Assassin's Creed.
Don't care about it, honestly. Okay. I mean, it's between like this, South Park, Mario Odyssey, and maybe Shadows of Mordor.
See,
Shadows of War. Sorry,
yeah, you put that up.
Those are like my big
Shadows
four.
of War and South Park. That's a huge.
I've been waiting, man.
That's a tug of war for me right there. And then you put like New Colossus in there. I kind of like what they're doing though with New Colossus because for me, I'm not that big on getting New Colossus in October. I have a lot of other titles that I'm going to go for.
It's a day one for me.
Yeah, it's probably day one for you because I'm looking forward to my other shooters. Obviously, I'm still going to be playing some Destiny 2. Sure. I'm looking forward to Battlefront 2 later in the winter or later in the holiday. So I think it's kind of a smart move to know, like, for Switch owners, where their money is going to really be going. Like, you got a lot of sports games that are going to be coming out.
Yeah, WWE, NBA, FIFA, all coming out for the Switch this year on release date.
That's going to be October, November 2.
Right, these aren't delayed releases either. Like, this is a delayed release, so sadly, this game's coming out probably 3, 4, 5 months after the initial release.
That's pretty FIFA, smart to NBA. Delay that release just because, I mean, it's kind of saying to Switch owners, we understand. You might want to play this game, but you can wait.
Yeah, and I almost kind of agree with your point here in a sense, because it's kind of like, yes, this game may have existed, but I think in the sea of holiday releases, Wolfenstein is a game that will get looked over, and that's just the way it is, right? Yep. It's going to happen because you have big games like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty coming out, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is another big one. Yep. And some of these like amazing games that really should be played may not be played until later in the year for some people, or in the beginning of next year.
And now when you can have a bigger splash in spring,
right,
or another splash.
Hey, you dying for a Switch game? Be like, we got Wolfenstein 2 coming out, and
you're
like,
oh yeah. In the industry, I think they called it a ripple.
A ripple? Yeah, perfect. All right. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Dude, that's huge. Bethesda committed to making a brand new game that they announced just this year at E3, and they're putting it on the Switch. This is why I think the standout section is so important that we talk about this, because these are games that necessarily aren't games that we're excited for, that were initially going to be like maybe good games right out the chute, right? They're like games that say like, hey, we're defining Nintendo Switch right now as a system that doesn't just need to rely on like Nintendo brand games.
Exactly. I mean, top titles of Bethesda's library coming out later later in 2018.
Sure.
Some in 2017, or one in 2017.
Can you imagine it with motion controls?
Well, what I'm looking forward to at this point, how far away are we to Fallout 4?
I really hope Fallout 4 doesn't show up.
I mean,
I really don't. Just give me a new Fallout. Let's buy. I'm stopped with the release of Fallout.
Maybe if Fallout 4 did come out, maybe it'll make our next segment WTF.
Yeah, that's very possible. Yes.
Here we go.
But I just thought about it though. Like, what if Wolfenstein and Doom share the motion controls of, like, say, Skyrim, for example, with the bow and the aiming and all that, or potentially Splatoon? What if you're able to walk around and play Wolfenstein or Doom? Motion control.
That's what I'm saying. If Elder Scrolls has the motion of Splatoon 2, it would be off the chain. It would be off the chain. Dude. But it kind of takes away from the way I want to play Elder Scrolls, though. Remember,
I know, but I'm more talking traditional shooter like Doom and Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
like those are games where you don't go in and out of like bow and or like the bow and arrow aiming.
So you're saying the Switch has a better
nobody wants to walk around like this with a sword, right? Like, we just don't want to do that. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to do it for like 150 hours, right? But I think for like a game like Wolfenstein or Doom, where I'm playing 20, 30 hours of a shooter with a great story and like a lot of collectibles and stuff to find that will keep me busy for a while, but being able to play that game like Splatoon with motion controls, moving around, aiming on the screen, accuracy is going to be mind-blowing.
You guys can check it out in another video. We're going to do a video on all motion controls. We're just going to talk motion control in one video. But for now, here's WTF. You lose! What the F. Yeah. There it is. For every Nintendo Direct, we will have our WTF moments, and of course, we have a bunch of them for this week's Nintendo Direct.
There's a bunch.
First off, we're going to start off with this Morpheus Law game.
So Morpheus Law, I think, is a play on Murphy's Law.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's a play on something. It's a play on something.
Morpheus Law. It looks so the level they show off in the trailer, right, looks exactly like that. I don't remember what the name of it's like some. Like Santa La Cruz or something like that.
Yeah, I cannot remember the name of the level.
It's like a beach resort kind of level.
It looks like Overwatch.
In Overwatch.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like
and it started off little building, really good.
The little building with all the little doors on every side of it where everybody hangs out at the flag, right?
Yep.
Dude, that level, in this game, in the trailer, look exactly the same.
It's like cookie cutter.
Right.
But that's where the trailer started off looking pretty good, pretty interesting. And then it went into the WTF moment.
It looks like some straight up Quake 1 graphics. Like the way like the legs are getting real weird and janky and very jaggedy and stuff.
So that's part of the mechanic of this game. So apparently it's a team-based shooter. And as you shoot the other team, depending on where you shot them in the body part, that body part either grows
or shrinks.
I
don't feel like I fully understand the concept of this yet.
I have
it's
no
almost
idea.
like when you shoot someone in the leg, your legs grow bigger maybe or something like that.
Or maybe you can reverse it on somebody.
Yeah,
you can make their legs grow smaller. You'll probably want their legs to go smaller because apparently bigger legs give you bigger jump ability. So all these things kind of play hand in hand in the movement style and the combat style of your particular character and team. So
a bigger head makes it easier for terrible people to kill you.
Right. Headshots are easier, maybe.
Right,
I would think. But the game looks absolutely ridiculous.
Please release a demo. This is not a game I would ever consider buying ever. But if the demo is like incredibly fun and it's like this game that just goes under the radar, and then they're like, hey, by the way, here's this Morpheus Law, and you're like, all right, sweet. And then you're like, whoa, wait a minute, this game's amazing. Maybe I'm in. But I have real low hopes for this game right now.
It deserves tops on our WTF.
Yeah,
just looking at that thing. We also have a MOBA that was announced for Switch.
HOTS.
It's HOTS for Switch? Is it HOTS
basically is, yeah. It's a mobile game, I'm pretty sure. So we did a little bit of research prior to talking about this, and we're pretty sure that this is a mobile game called Arena of Valor 5v5, but it is not available in America, so we assume that it's some sort of either European or Japanese game, right?
I'm thinking Japanese.
It is a MOBA, and you can play it on your phone, but it looks like they're bringing it to the Switch, and they're touting it as a Switch-like MOBA, right? So it's like not even like they didn't even mention this game as mobile, but you felt that you had played something similar to it.
It looked like a game on Android called Vainglory.
Okay.
It looked really exactly like it. If it did not look enough like Heroes of the Storm.
Sure.
But I guess a MOBA on Switch makes sense. Obviously, you're going to go that direction. You want the money where MOBA is,
right?
And it's a mobile platform. You can play it on an HD screen. So why not put something like that on it? But it just looks so much of the same. There's really no standout in this. In this,
we're talking
title.
From the health bars to the way the characters look to the layout of the maps. It looks identical to Heroes of the Storm.
And because it looks so familiar, you kind of wonder like where is the audience for that at on Switch? Because if you're talking about the age range that I would think most of these Switch games are made for, there's going to be a huge learning curve in making a game like that. How does this game debut at $60?
Look, you can have 2,000 hours in Dota and then go to League of Legends and be like, I don't know how to play this game. I understand the general mechanics of it, but I don't know how to play this game. But that's the problem with MOBAs, is that the reason that most people have like 1,000 to 2,000 hours in almost every one of them is because the learning curve is so steep. Yeah. Considering you have to learn the general mechanics of the game, which aren't necessarily easy.
You got to learn every character too.
Every character and every ability, and then what abilities work well against other characters, how to counter pick. Yep. It's crazy, and
the amount of time that goes into it. I don't know who's playing this on Switch.
Right, and that's my fear, is that with Nintendo not having a robust online system, how in the world are they going to convince people to play an online MOBA when you can't even chat with your friends? Which, if you know how to play any MOBA, what is the most important thing about MOBAs?
Talking.
Teamwork.
Communication
and teamwork. How in the world am I going to play a game on Switch which doesn't have a voice chat system that is good?
I would have really thought that if they wanted to test MOBA on Switch, they would have done it with an already game instead of putting money into a game to be developed, whether it's out in another region or not, on a mobile device. But why not bring like Smite? To
I agree.
Switch,
find something that's at least a little bit more recognized, right? Like Arena of Valor doesn't sound like anything amazing to me. And on top of that, the only reason I can think of that it's coming to Switch is because the game is already made in a mobile format. Right. They're just going to find a way to transition it into whatever format Switch uses that will allow the game to run on that platform. Other than that, I really think this game is going to come out and disappear within a week. I just don't feel like it's going to be a thing.
Kind of like Binding of Isaac.
Okay, playing that game for 3 years. what are you thinking?
I think the biggest WTF, which will close out this Nintendo Direct impressions, has to be the orange 2DS.
Why?
Available now. Like
Look,
available not now.
No, it's like October 6th or something.
October 6th,
all right,
something like that.
How do you feel about this?
It's no. I mean, I'm not into it. So is this the same one that's still retailing for $89.99?
No. That's the one that doesn't fold. This is the one that folds for $150.
Okay, why are you still making these things? Like, when are you done with
you do realize that a month ago they just released the 2DS as a brand new system that basically plays all 3DS games but not in 3D.
Yes.
Okay.
And
a month ago.
And now they got another. They're almost doing it.
Hope you like your black and blue one, because if you really thought orange was a cool color, well, then why don't you go trade it in and spend more money on
do you think people are more excited about the orange than they were the blue one?
It's not that I think people are excited. What I guess my biggest problem here is that on Friday, the 15th, Metroid Samus Returns comes out, right?
Yes.
But there's also a Metroid Samus Returns 3DS coming out.
What color is that?
Like orange and blue, purple, something like that. It looks cool, honestly, but at the same time, it's good for you if you don't own it. For me, I just bought a 3DS like maybe 3 months ago, and now I'm like, oh, cool, thanks Nintendo. Really would have loved that Metroid Samus Returns one, but I guess I'm not getting that.
I think the worst part about this is it's a white 2DS.
It's white and orange.
You're holding. It's a handheld system. Who wants a white?
But it's a matte finish with like rigid edges and stuff cut into it.
You could tell me. The rigid edges are the worst part about it.
No, it's actually kind of comfortable. Trust me, if you hold one in your hands, you'd appreciate it.
No, I mean comfortable. I'm just talking about the grind from it. Like I don't know.
Unless you play, teach your kids good hygiene, and you have good hygiene, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but at the same time, who wants a white? I don't want a white handheld.
I wouldn't mind it necessarily. I agree that darker colors are better. They hide things better. Matte finish is good, not shiny. We're not going to ruin the top of the thing just by putting it in your book bag or your pocket, right? Yeah. But my biggest problem, man, is like a month ago, they released a 2DS, a blue and a teal one, or I'm sorry, black and teal. And they're like, oh, by the way, did you buy one of those? Because there's a new color coming out. And I say this because I, as one of the people who have over the years since the original model DS came out, up to DS Lite, DSi, and then 3DS, right? Mm-hmm. I have literally owned, I can't even tell you how many special editions or different colors because I thought they were cool and I would trade in my old one to get another one. Now, I'm not saying that I would trade in my teal black 2DS for an orange white TDS, or 2DS rather. But it's the fact that, like, if you just bought one because you were all excited about it, now you're like, wish I would have waited 1 month.
It's just a money thing. It's a money thing. They got a new color. You like orange, go get orange.
I hate it. I do love orange. It's my favorite color.
All right, that was it. Nintendo Direct, September 13th. Our impressions. You can check out more of One Like to Play. Check out oneliketoplay.com. Find us on YouTube, Twitch. We're on Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. You can follow, like, even subscribe to. We appreciate all the support. If you have any questions or just the comments about what we talked about, leave them in the comments below or email the show. Yeah. Podcast at oneliketoplay.com.
And then 8:30 on Thursdays, every single week, we have our main cast where you can actually interact with us live on air at 8:30 Eastern PM. 8:30 Eastern time at night.
Yes, and the best thing about that is simulcast. So no matter where you're at, whether it's on YouTube, Mixer, or Twitch, you can watch the show live. Check us out. All right, till next time. In between time, we always say it. Get to doing it right now. Game on.
Game on.